is Sandy Jerome, and I'm a writer of middle school fiction and nonfiction. I've written 2 books, The Amazing Animals of Disney's Animal Kingdom, and one that I wrote with my granddaughter, Chandra Jerome, Princess Quest. And these are both self-published by my husband's press, Smiling Eagle, but now I'm aspiring to be a published author through a regular source, the literary agent and a regular publishing house. Okay, so today I'm going to talk to you about packing, which I think I've gotten down to a pretty good science. I used to travel, probably a couple 100,000 miles a year for business, and so I like to think that I've got a system that I've created. The first is my travel clothes. I always wear black pants, and usually when I travel, that's all I take is black pants. I do have a pair of tan shorts for this trip, but I usually take black pants. And because I'm doing an overnight trip, they're very, very comfortable. They're called Cherokee work pants, and I think they're used as scrubs in the medical industry. I wear a sleeveless shirt underneath, and that's because when I get to the airport, sometimes there's delays. So I like to walk, so I do a lot of walking, and so I'm always ready to walk. I usually wear this because my arms get cold from the air conditioning coming down from the vents, and I always wear a scarf, and the scarf is great because if I'm going to sleep on the plane, I'll put in my earplugs, I'll put on my eye mask, and then I'll take the scarf and wrap it up like this to keep my mask and my earplugs on. So I like to wear a scarf. And then for my shoes, I wear Skechers. They're very, very comfortable. They slip on and off. And in a pinch, which if I did have to kind of dress up, then I would have, some nice shoes to wear. The other thing that I always have is I wear these special socks called Baliga, and they're very, very padded. And then I wear compression socks for traveling. So let's talk a little bit about what I take. I like to carry on, but for this trip I'm going to check the bag because we have lots of transfers and I don't like to have to put the bag up and put the bag down. So this bag is going to get checked, and this bag is going to be my carry-on, which is a backpack. It's also a rolling backpack because I don't like to wear a backpack. So I found this, it's actually a kid's backpack. It's a little bit smaller than a normal backpack, and so that way it'll fit better underneath the seats. And then when I have it on my back, which I'll do anytime I'm getting to a gate that they may try to take my carry-on, I'll have it on my back so it'll look more like a small little backpack, and it goes underneath the seat. So that'll always be able to stay with me, and then I'll be emptying it out when I get to my destination and use it maybe on day trips. But the fact that it rolls around, I don't like to wear a backpack in the airport, and mainly because I turn around, I hit people, so it'll roll around, I'll be able to carry it with it, and then these two attach to each other. So when I'm walking from the car to checking in the luggage, I only have one thing that I have to handle. Now, even though I'm short on space, I do something a little bit odd. I actually pack my stuff on a hanger. And what I do is I pack 2 to 3 days worth of stuff on a hanger, and I pack everything. Underneath here are the underwear and my bra, my socks, my nightgown, and then I'll layer my pants on top of here, and that means it's all padded so I don't get that wrinkle in it. And then I'll go ahead and I'll put my t-shirts on top of it, and then because I like to wear these, this will be the last thing that will be on it. So after I have everything layered on it, then I merely button the top button, and then I fold in the sleeves so they stay nice and unwrinkled. And then I take this top part here and I just fold it like that, okay? And then I fold it in, so like that, and like that. So now here, completely separate, is 2 to 3 days worth of clothes. And so if you're going to be switching from hotel to hotel, or me, I'm going on a river cruise, and they're having some low tide issues, and so we may have to pack up and switch boats. So I'll only be bringing out for each one of my days, a couple days of these at a time. So I've split these into 4, and so I'll be putting 3 into this pack, my pack. I'll be putting 1 into my husband's pack, and then I'm sorry, 3 into here, 1 in my husband's pack, so that's 4, and each one has 2 to 3 days, so it gets me up to about 12 days supply. And then I always have at the bottom of my backpack 1 change of clothes, so an extra change of clothes, just in case all the checked luggage gets lost. I still have a change of clothes in my carry-on, my backpack, which never leaves me. So then the next thing that I do is I put this into here, into a space saver bag. Now the one thing that I don't do is I don't crunch these. Now you can roll these up and you can squeeze all the air out of them, but then your clothes are going to be all crunched. What I do is that on the way home though, if I have bought some extra things, maybe a sweatshirt or something, or a towel or something, and I want to take it home with me, I will scrunch up my dirty clothes. I don't mind them being scrunched, and I'll have a lot more room in my suitcase on the way home. Okay, let's take a look at what I've packed now that it's all packed and closed. First of all, I use a Travel Pro Max Light. It's a very light suitcase. So the suitcase itself weighs hardly anything, and it has spinner wheels, so it moves around very easily in the airport. I do mark my luggage everywhere because they say that two pieces of luggage look alike. Well, I don't think anyone's going to take this by mistake. Every side of it has got flowers and my name on it. I also have bright luggage tags, so let's go ahead and open it up here. Okay, so I didn't zip this up, but in the very, very top here, I keep my toiletries, and that makes it very easy right there, very easy for me to pull those out and get to them. And then I keep my visors and my hat, and those visors are keeping my glasses, my extra set of glasses, kind of protected from the crunch. And then here are my packing. So here's 3 days worth of clothes. 3 days worth of clothes, and then 3 days worth of clothes. And like I said, my husband takes a 29 incher, so he actually has quite a bit more room. So then he takes my other 3 days worth of clothes. Now in the bottom, I keep things like this is my handkerchiefs, and this is my, I saw this on the Viking River Cruise Facebook page. It's a has lots of USB ports, extra plugs, and then I have a Swiss converter for it, and then actually quite a few different country converters for it. And then this over here is a night light. I like to plug that in into the bathroom, and so that it's never dark when we go into the bathroom at night. I always carry a first aid kit, and then this is a keyboard for my iPad. And then down here, and there's actually runners that are deeper along here where the bar for the pull around is there. So there's actually a little space down there, and this kind of makes it flat. So over here, I have my food package with lots of granola bars and tea and little sugar-free candy and things like that. And then over here to the right, I have what I call my COVID pack, and it actually has it has 2 COVID tests in it. It has a prescription for Paxlovid if we do get COVID, and then lots of treatment for it. We did get Omicron, and so we kind of know how to medicate ourselves if we do get it again. Even though we've already been, vaccinated, and both had 2 extra boosters, we still want to be prepared for it if we do get it again. And so that's this. And then in the outside package, I always carry, and this is kind of a waterproof area, so I always carry my flip-flops, my bathing suit, and then a couple bags, so for me to put a wetsuit in there should I go swimming in the hotel in the pre-cruise or the post-cruise. So this is my toiletries bag, which I keep in this little section up here. So it folds all the way up and then goes into this little section here. And it has all kinds of things like a sewing kit and toothpicks, and I keep some extra utensils, a spoon and a fork, and a knife, a little plastic knife in there. And then my toothpaste and my little tiny curling iron. And then these are my liquids, and they go into an extra Ziploc because sometimes things explode in flight, and I don't want to have, you know, some oils and stuff like that kind of leak out. Now, when I do get to my destination and I have all those clothes that were folded up and put onto a hanger, I do move them from out of this bag and onto the nice hotel hangers or the nice cruise ship hangers for those 2 to 3 days. So when I move them from there, I fill this little empty bottle. I always carry a little empty water bottle, and I only put water in it. And I fill this with as hot a water as I can, and just a couple drops of conditioner. And then I spray all my clothes. And then the one I'm going to wear the immediate next day, I'll just hang up in the bathroom. And I do have some magnetic clips, magnetic hooks that I can hook that up onto in the bathroom, and between our showers and between that spray, my clothes are all nice and relaxed even after they've been in this bag. And remember, I don't scrunch these bags. I don't put all the air out of them, so things don't get too they don't get too wrinkled anyway. And then this one right here is what I call my multiple item. It's air freshener, and it's bug spray, and it's deodorant. And I use a mixture of different essential oils. And on my packing list, I'll mention the oils that I put in there, but they're like eucalyptus and lemongrass. And I use the spray for a couple things. Is that if I come back and let's say I didn't wear this this purple shirt for very long, and it's good for another day, I may spray it with some of this and put it out on the balcony, kind of freshen it up, and then it gets it nice again. It's always nice also to have an air freshener. And then I've been using this bottle for so long that it just really seems to have a lot of oil residue inside of the bottle. I just need to, if I run out of it, I just put a little bit more tap water into it, and then I have more of it. Now what you don't see here is you don't see shampoo, soap, conditioner, all that stuff, because I like to use the toiletries in the hotel that's available, and including the hand lotion. Because it just gives me a chance to try something else. And then this is my toothpaste, and then this all folds into it. This section here is left open because my makeup bag that's in my carry-on will then, as soon as I reach my destination, I won't want to carry that around with me on all my day trips, and that will move into this area. And then this all hangs, this will hang anywhere I want on a towel bar, anywhere I want to put it in the hotel room. Now I'm about ready to zip this up and attach it to my suitcase and then show you how they all work together. But one thing I do mention is that I do pack in this bag a purse, and it's a very flexible, simple purse. Comes out like this and held like this, and I always keep this when I travel because, you know, if I go out at night and I don't want to have, you know, a backpack, then I have this purse. And then also if there's an issue with this luggage in any way, shape, or form, I can take the things that are important here, like the food, the medicine, the makeup, stuff like that, and fit it all in this purse, and then let them check this backpack if that comes up. So this is what it looks like all rolled up, and it just goes into this area in the very, very back. That's that gap where the bars have. And it fits in there, down there with my extra clothes. Now on each side, it has this little pouch here to put in a water bottle. And I don't like to buy bottled water, so I tape a little Rubbermaid bottle with me whenever I travel. And then inside of here, you can see there's a little Ziploc bag, and that actually has some powdered protein powder in it, so that if I get hungry on the trip, I have that available for me. And there is actually one on each side. I don't know if I end up buying something and get it in a bottle, I could put it on that side, but I always have this one with me. It's empty. It's easy for security to see that it's empty because I have that Ziploc in there. And this is the strap that will connect this now to my my checked luggage, what I call pink checked luggage, and then that they'll ride together. And then when I get done and check my luggage, I'll take this off and put it into here. And like I said, it does have a backpack on the back, so I can easily put it onto my back. Now that I'm home from the Viking River Cruise, I'm really thankful that I did pack light. This luggage combination worked fantastic. The pink suitcase was really easy to spot. I could see it when it was being loaded on the buses. I could see it actually when it was being loaded on the plane. It was really light. It fit right underneath the bed, and I could get it in and out very easily. The Flamingo backpack was amazing.
I kept that as almost like a dresser drawer. The Viking River Cruise ships don't have in their nightstands, they don't have a drawer there. So I put this actually on the nightstand in the corner, and then I used it as kind of as a drawer. I would keep my items, my notebook, my iPad, everything else right there in that, and it kind of kept things organized on that nightstand. And then I could disconnect it when I got to my destination and use it for all kinds of things. It was really great to have it both as a backpack and have it as a roll around. In the airport, it was wonderful. Um, we went on 3 segments, and on the last segment, the plane was very, very small, and they were taking everything and putting it onto a cart, including like my husband's carry-on, which was a to-me bag. And I didn't want this on the cart. It was raining, so I put it on as a backpack and walked right on into the plane, and no one ever even bothered me. It fit underneath the seat on all the planes. We ended up being on 5 different planes, getting there and getting back, and each time it fit right underneath it. Now the little area right there in front, I maybe had to remove some of the stuff that was stuffed in there and put it into the main area, but it actually worked perfect. There is a link below for my free ebook, Act 3 Travel, that includes our full packing list and other information about our Viking River Cruise. I will also be posting a new video about our travel often. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe and like. Also, please visit my website, sandyjerome.com, and subscribe to my free quarterly newsletter. You'll get free downloads. The link is below.